Welcome to F1 News Today, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Sergio Perez will no longer be driving for Red Bull next season, marking a significant change in the Formula One landscape. The Mexican driver and the team have reportedly reached a mutual agreement to end his contract, with Liam Lawson confirmed as his replacement for the 2025 season. This decision not only leaves Perez without a seat on the grid, but also raises questions about whether this could signify the end of his illustrious career in Formula One. For months, speculation swirled about Perez's future with Red Bull, especially after a challenging season where his performance came under intense scrutiny. Despite achieving notable successes with the team, including playing a crucial role in their recent dominance, it became evident that the dynamic between Perez and Red Bull was no longer sustainable. The decision to part ways underscores the high-stakes nature of Formula One, where performance and consistency are paramount. Among the many rumors circulating, one of the more intriguing possibilities suggested that Perez could transition to Racing Bulls, Red Bull's sister team, often referred to as their junior squad. This move would have allowed Perez to remain active in the paddock while contributing his vast experience to a developing team. Additionally, could have provided him with an opportunity to potentially reclaim a spot on the main grid in the future. However, Red Bull's team principal, Christian Horner, has categorically dismissed this notion. In a recent interview, Horner clarified that transferring Perez to Racing Bulls was never a viable option. At this stage of Sergio's career, it wouldn't make sense for him to race in a junior team, Horner stated, reaffirming that Racing Bulls is designed to nurture young talent rather than accommodate seasoned drivers. He emphasized that the team remains committed to its role as a talent incubator, helping emerging drivers like Lawson and others prepare for the main stage of Formula One. Horner also revealed that Perez's departure from Red Bull was ultimately his own decision. The team, according to Horner, fully supported Perez in his choice, framing the separation as a respectful and amicable conclusion to their partnership. While the decision was not an easy one, it reflects the realities of a sport where even the most experienced drivers must adapt to ever-changing dynamics. Perez's career in Formula One has been nothing short of remarkable. From his early days with Sauber to his breakthrough victories with Racing Point and his pivotal role in Red Bull's championship successes, Checo has proven himself to be a tenacious and skilled competitor. Yet, his exit from Red Bull raises the question of what comes next. Will Perez seek opportunities in another team, explore alternative motorsport categories, or consider stepping away from the racing scene altogether? Many fans believe that Perez still has much to offer in Formula One, pointing to his wealth of experience and ability to deliver under pressure. Others argue that this might be the ideal moment for him to retire, ending his career on a high note and exploring new ventures outside of the sport. Meanwhile, the possibility of Perez returning in a different capacity, whether as a mentor, ambassador, or team advisor, also remains open. What's certain is that Perez's impact on Formula One is undeniable. His resilience, skill, and dedication have left an indelible mark on the sport. Whether he chooses to continue racing or begins a new chapter in his life, his legacy is secure. What are your thoughts? Should Sergio Perez pursue another opportunity in Formula One or consider exploring new horizons in motorsport? Or is it time for him to hang up his helmet and transition to the next phase of his career? No matter what path he takes, Checo Perez's name will forever be associated with the drama, excitement, and passion that define Formula One. Everything points to the imminent inclusion of a new race in the Formula One calendar, and this time, the African continent seems to be at the forefront. Rwanda has emerged as the leading candidate, with a project that has already captured the interest of the pinnacle of motorsport. The African nation has officially submitted its bid to host a Grand Prix, supported by F1's ambition to expand the competition to every continent. Rwanda's interest is not merely symbolic. French media report that the Rwandan government is on the verge of finalizing an agreement with the Alpine team, a key strategy to promote its bid. This deal, valued at €60 million and spanning 3 years, will not only position Rwanda within Formula One, but also make Alpine an active ambassador for the project in critical meetings with the FIA and F1. Through this partnership, Alpine would contribute to promoting the country and strengthening its aspiration to host a Grand Prix. But Rwanda is not stopping there. In addition to its advanced negotiations with Alpine, the African government has initiated talks with other teams in the paddock. Their goal is to establish strategic alliances that bolster international support for organizing this event. This level of commitment and investment suggests that the possibility of an African Grand Prix in Rwanda is more than just a distant dream. It appears to be an emerging reality. Rwanda's proposal aligns perfectly with Formula One's vision of further globalizing its calendar. Currently, Africa is the only continent without a race in the World Championship. Incorporating a Grand Prix in Rwanda would not only be a historic milestone, but also an important step toward diversifying and expanding the sport. Furthermore, this move could reignite fan interest and attract new audiences in a region with enormous potential. Although there is no official announcement yet, the signs are clear. Rwanda is committed to leading this initiative, and its determination is backed by concrete actions and significant agreements. For now, the F1 community remains attentive to the news, and the anticipation continues to grow. What do you think about this possibility? Does the idea of an African Grand Prix in Rwanda excite you? Without a doubt, it would be an exciting and significant addition to the Formula One calendar, marking a new chapter in the history of motorsport. The Formula One grid for the 2025 season is officially set, but the rumor mill shows no signs of slowing down. Despite every team having announced their driver lineup, speculation persists that we could see some significant changes early in the championship. Alpine, in particular, is at the center of these discussions. While their confirmed lineup includes Jack Doohan and Pierre Gasly, recent statements by team consultant Flavio Briatore have cast doubt on how long this pairing will actually last. Briatore revealed that Doohan's contract with Alpine is not as stable as it might seem. The Australian driver's agreement reportedly covers only the first 5 races of the season, serving as a provisional arrangement or trial period. During this time, Doohan is expected to meet strict performance benchmarks. Should he fail to deliver the desired results, Alpine has the option to terminate his contract and bring in a replacement. This revelation has turned attention toward Franco Colapinto, rising talent who left a strong impression during his stint with Williams this year but remains without a seat for the upcoming season. Briatore has been vocal about his admiration for Colapinto's abilities, repeatedly praising the Argentine's performance and expressing regret that there is currently no place for him in the team. Nonetheless, Briatore's latest comments have reignited speculation. While confirming that Doohan will start the season as planned, he hinted that the young driver's future beyond the opening rounds is far from guaranteed. "We cannot afford to keep a driver who doesn't perform," Briatore stated, emphasizing that Alpine's broader rebuilding efforts hinge on consistent results from its drivers. This no-nonsense approach highlights an unyielding truth about Formula One. Success is everything, and there is no room for complacency. Briatore was clear that sentimental decisions have no place in the sport. If a driver underperforms, they will be replaced, no matter how promising their potential. That said, Briatore did express confidence that Gasly and Doohan could prove to be a strong pairing. However, he was equally firm in stating that their continued partnership depends entirely on their performance during the first phase of the season. For Doohan, the stakes could not be higher. Still at the dawn of his Formula One career, the young Australian faces immense pressure to prove himself in what is effectively an extended audition. The prospect of losing his seat just a few races into the season adds an extra layer of complexity to an already challenging debut. This situation raises important questions. Can Doohan thrive under this intense pressure, or will it hinder his ability to perform? Is Alpine being overly harsh by imposing such a limited trial period on a rookie driver? Or is this simply a reflection of the sport's competitive and unforgiving nature? As fans and pundits weigh in on the matter, the debate intensifies. Some argue that Doohan deserves more time to adjust and grow into the role, while others believe that Alpine's results-driven strategy is justified in a sport where every detail matters. What is clear is that this story will continue to unfold in the early stages of the 2025 season, with the potential for significant changes looming over the team. What are your thoughts? Is it fair for a young driver like Doohan to face such an uphill battle so early in his career? Or does Alpine's approach reflect the level of ruthlessness required to compete in the high-stakes world of Formula One? Share your opinion. Should teams prioritize nurturing talent or focus solely on immediate results?